everyone. I'm Nina Goldberg. Hi, and I'm here today with Elena Deutsch. And we're here to introduce today our La Mamas Mastermind. And for those of you that don't know me personally, I am the founder of La Mamas, and I have been running this group for over 10 years. And over the last 10 years, one of the biggest problems I've seen with this group is that there's so many women that so many of you want to make a change in your career, in your whether you want a new job or you want to do something different in the legal field or you want to do something completely different altogether. And while I hope and I know that this group is an incredible resource, an online community can only go so far. So for those of you that don't know me, I'm a corporate and securities attorney. I've been practicing for about 20 years now. I have practiced for most of my career in big law, but I have also practiced as a solo and with a solo, so kind of all different iterations. And one of the most helpful things in my career has been to participate in masterminds, which I've done for years. And I was thinking over the last couple of years that it would be so nice to be able to offer that through Law Mamas. And so recently I asked Elena, who has been a coach for over 20 years, if she would host a group for us, for a small group of the Law Mamas, to help work out a different path for a career trajectory. So I'm here today with Elena to just introduce you to her and introduce you to this idea and see if this would be the right fit for some of you guys. So here's Elena.
Thank you so much, Nina. It's just delightful working with you and allowing me to provide this resource for Law Mamas through you and the group. So I started Will the summer of 2016. It's actually a 10-year anniversary for me because I was coaching lawyers in big law. I'm not a lawyer myself. I always thought I would be one when I was a kid, but my dad lost his way ethically and was disbarred. And so it didn't feel like a safe path for me when I graduated college. So I found my way through public health and nonprofit work until I found coaching, which felt like coming home. And after that, I started attracting lawyers to me and was coaching lawyers in big law, these amazing, brilliant women who were just doing everything, getting the job done, but not getting the accolades, the promotions, the satisfaction, and really feeling like their personal lives were suffering. And they weren't sure they wanted to continue down this path and didn't know what else they could do, either in law or out. And so on vacation, because as one does, when kind of the brain slows down a little bit, and the idea for Will really came to me. And it stands for Women Interested, and that's the key word, is interested in leaving. And I put in big law in the parentheses. So ever since then, I've really been on a mission to help women lawyers figure out what they want, what they are uniquely suited to and would light them up, and help them take the courageous action to make it happen, because leaving big law is really hard. Mm-hmm. And you have your brain is formed and stretched and developed in unique ways as a lawyer that makes it extra challenging to leave.
Why do you think it's so hard, especially for us as attorneys and as moms? Why is it so hard for us to find a new path, whether in law or out of law, just to leave our jobs?
Yeah, just to leave the job it's so common that I really mean I think there's an extra lawyer brain, and then I think there's an extra women's lawyer brain. And then an extra lawyer mother brain, because I think many people go kindergarten through JD. Many people summered at the firms that they are at. I just spoke with a woman the other day who said, I've been at my firm for 18 years. They've seen me go through, my marriage, the birth of my children. One of her children has health issues, then my divorce. Like, these people have witnessed my life, and how can I just leave them? So there's this sense of loyalty. Yeah. And then also, I think there's the prestige of big law, or a prestigious firm, or a prestigious company if you're in-house, where it's it's prestigious and people get it. And people are like, ooh, you're a lawyer at this fancy firm, and why would you ever want to leave that? And there's also the narrative within the law firm that like we are the best and the brightest and nowhere else are there smart people and you won't be doing good work anywhere else. And all of those things, plus just I think the sheer exhaustion of like, how do I make a change when I am already so depleted and running on empty and being the chauffeur, managing the household, and we're doing a kitchen renovation and like all the things that lawyer moms are juggling. They often feel like they're at the bottom of the list and don't know where to begin. And it just feels like, I don't want to go from the devil I know to the devil I don't. I should just stay put.
So that's one type of woman. And then there's
Yep.
also the type of woman who is not in big law or maybe
Yes.
doing something different and unhappy. Someone who's doing litigation and they're stuck. They want to go into
Yes.
transactional. Or someone who is at a firm and wants to go in house, or vice versa. Someone who's been in house that wants to make a change to a firm. How can you help them move or come up with ideas or all of that stuff?
Yeah, I think I want to also name, like, I work with women, not just in big law. Like, I work with women who are solo practitioners. And you're right, there are people who, so many women lawyers have made lateral moves, have tried this, or they feel pigeonholed, in litigation. This is all I've ever done is been a litigator. I don't know what else I can do. No one else is buying that for me. I really walk people through, and we're going to do some of this in the group over this summer mastermind that we're calling Change Your Career Trajectory. And so I help people get really clear on what they do want. And that is so often hard for people, but I have tools and processes. I do the Strengths Finder assessment. I've got questions, I've got exercises that we will do in the group in the summer mastermind. So you're not going to have a ton of homework. And to help you really clarify your skills, your interests, your values, and the specifics of how you want your life to look. Like, what are those building blocks? And I like to say, if you were, renovating your dream home, what are the elements you would want to put in it? Would you want a great room? Would you want like seltzer coming out of the tap? My kid loves seltzer. I know if I was doing a big renovation, I would make a tap dispenser for seltzer. Like, what are your unique, specific things that you want? And helping you get clear on that is the place we will really start. So for anyone, and sometimes there are people you've opened your own firm and you're like, okay, I tried that, and that's not the thing. So helping you just like take that step back. Who am I? What am I great at that I love to do? And figure that out. Because one of the things I hear so often from women lawyers is like, I am good at this. I can do this. I don't love it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I feel like I should just do this because I'm good at it, but I don't really want to anymore. I don't want to wake up unhappy. I spoke with someone the other day and she said, I just want to read you this. She said, I don't want to be anxious and sad Monday through Friday.
I understand. Yeah. It's a very, very common feeling. Um, okay, let's talk about a mastermind. A lot of people don't know what it is. What is a mastermind and how is it different from a one-on-one coaching session or a course or anything else?
So a mastermind
Your
is a
mastermind different.
masterminds, and I've been running masterminds for almost as long as I've been running Will. So for 8 years, I've been running masterminds. So a mastermind is a small group container that is a limited group. So people join and start at the same time, and the term mastermind, it's attributed to Napoleon Hill, where like when two or more people are together, we tap into higher wisdom, a higher knowledge, what he called the mastermind. In the book Think and Grow Rich is where you'll find that. And so it's not just you. When you're one-on-one with a coach, yeah, you're two people's, but two or more is where this synergy starts to happen, and you get input from others and other people see you and you get to help others, and it just elevates the experience into this communal thing where you see you're not alone. You have resources to tap into between calls, between our sessions, and there's some real magic that can happen in this group experience.
And support and accountability.
Yes.
it's so helpful in my experience to be with a group of like-minded people who
Yes.
know what you're going through, can relate, bring something else to the table, can show you a reflection of yourself, and help brainstorm with possibilities. And we do a little bit of that in the group, but it's one post. This is intended to be a 6-week group of, it's limited. We're only going to do up to 12 women, to really work on it, to work on ourselves a little bit, and to like
Yes.
figure out next steps and to progress.
Yeah. And I think that accountability and support is so critical because so often I ask people, can you do this on your own? And like, of course you can. You're smart and resourceful. And now you have Claude and chat and all the things. But are you implementing? Right? Are you actually taking the action? And that kind of group accountability, showing up for yourself, showing up for the others, is where you can create tremendous momentum and get out of this cycle of just thinking about making a change and not doing anything.
Understood. Absolutely. I think it's amazing. Um, will you share with us a success story? Share with us one of your favorite success stories.
Sure, sure. I'm going to share two success stories. Um, One, and both women, I think I'm feeling very nostalgic because in the summer of 2017, I ran the pilot group for Will, and it was 6 women. This feels kind of similar, like we're doing a small group experience. I haven't done this since then. So I'm so delighted to offer this with you, Nina, to the Law Mamas group community. And so there are 2 women in that group, one named Courtney, and she was in a big law firm. She was like an 8th year associate. She did not want to make partner. She 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 just didn't know what else to do. And we worked together, and over time she, not in 6 weeks, but over time. So I want to be clear, you will get a start, you will get clarity, you will get momentum, you might have a breakthrough aha. But the story I'm describing about Courtney happened over time. So she got clear that one of the things she wanted to do was like work in project management for like a real estate company. And she got a great job doing that in the Bay Area. And then, and so she left law, the practice, for a while. And then she actually chose to go back to law after
Wow.
leaving that job. And she went into a government position, in a California government position. And she really loves that. And that's a
Wow.
great fit. And she had a child. She had her first child kind of later. She was in her early 40s. She had her first child, and she's pregnant with her second. And
Wow.
she like really credits our work together with helping her like go for the things she wants in her life. And when other people say to her like, wow, you're doing so much, she's like, this is my life. And this is my one time. And if I'm not working on making it into what I want, no one can do that for me.
And it takes self-reflection, and it takes bravery, and it takes a support system, and that's what we're looking to provide. Yes.
Excellent. All those things. Yes. And the second person is Gwen Nightingale, and I'm naming her because she's on the page describing this. She was in that group also, and she through our work together also got clear she wanted to leave her big law firm. She went to one in-house job, and now she's in a second, and she's really committed. And she's a mom, and her oldest is going to college this fall, and she is committed to maintaining her mental health, her well-being, her family's well-being, and practicing law more sustainably. So Gwen is going to be a peer coach in this program, and couldn't be more thrilled. So it's such a journey, and it's really just about, and everyone's experience is unique. Some people I work with become entrepreneurs and start their own businesses. Other people take a leave of absence because they really need a mental health break.
Mhm.
And so and then either go back to their firm. Some people are able to stay in their jobs with new boundaries and just a whole new way of being. It's much more manageable. So it's really a choose your own adventure, and the trick is to get started.
It's amazing. So our mastermind, which Elena is going to be leading for Change Your Career Trajectory this summer, will start on August 16th on Sunday evenings. And we hope you'll consider joining us.